live from the Pines, baby, your favorite sports podcast, coming at you live. We're going to talk to you tonight about a lot of big things. We got March Madness rolling, starting today. A lot of big things in the golf world, a lot of big things in the baseball world. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors at Zilker Belts. Use code PINES936 to receive 25% off. So, how much basketball you guys watch today?
Every game.
Most of
as
it.
much as I could. Most basketball I've watched probably in about a year since March Madness, but
That's the only time I watch is March Madness.
Yeah, it starts conference tournament week, and it just starts from there. I don't watch anything usually beforehand unless it has to do with teams I root for, and then it's like, oh, I really want to watch this St. Mary's matchup. I'm so invested in this.
I think the NBA is a lot like that for me too. I don't really watch it to the finals.
I can't remember the last time I watched a regular season NBA game, but I've got one loss so far. How about y'all?
about 3.
You got 3? Who else do you lose besides BYU Duquesne?
Shit.
All right, let's hear about Spoon's bracket. Who'd you have, Spoon?
Yeah, I had nobody. I didn't fill one out.
How you can be alive for the Pines host and not fill out a bracket?
Let the record show that Trey did not fill out a bracket.
I didn't fill out a bracket. There you go.
So the losses I had today so far, I lost BYU.
Suck.
I lost BYU. I lost Mississippi State.
You picked Mississippi State?
Yeah, I didn't get that one at all.
I like Hill State. I lost there. I took South Carolina.
Wait, never mind. I got Nevada loss and BYU loss. That's it.
Nevada was up 18 with like 7 minutes left and lost.
Yeah, I saw that. I caught it at the end.
Dayton went on like an 18 or 16-0 run.
Hey, is the Texas game over?
No,
Yeah, we won by 12.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we won.
Never mind,
So we're playing. Probably going to play Tennessee
terrible,
next round.
terrible basketball game to watch. It was like 2 minutes
It
left.
was.
Colorado State scored 8 points.
The first couple minutes were miserable.
Yeah, I watched the first 10 minutes and saw us just go over 10 and just couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's a really good game going on.
TNT.
There's a really good game going on right now with Kentucky and Oakland.
What's the score?
59-54, Oakland winning.
How much
with
time?
Jack Goki, I don't know his name, number 3. He got 21 at halftime with 7 threes.
David, what about fucking what were you talking about earlier in Nevada? They were like up 20.
18.
They were up 18 with like 7 minutes left or something like that and lost, which I was happy to see because I had Dayton. But sometimes it goes that way, so I wasn't too upset about it. But I'm seeing Oakland 61, Kentucky 56 with 7.5 minutes left.
Yeah, my minus 13 Kentucky bet's not looking too good.
Same here. I have Kentucky losing next round, so to NC State. So I guess in the long run, it may be better if Kentucky just loses. But
if Kentucky's guards get hot, it's over. We got 4.
How long does Coach Cal have? His buyout's like $1 trillion, isn't it?
He has a lifetime contract with the University of Kentucky.
That's funny.
So,
I just
it's like $1 trillion.
It's literally it's a lifetime contract. I don't really know how that works, but it is a lifetime contract, and so I think they have a legit shot at winning it this year. They've got 4 of the best players in the country. I think they have 2 lottery picks.
Who Kentucky does?
Yeah, and they're really good at scoring the ball. It's just, will they play enough defense to get them over the hump?
Is Coach Cal washed?
No.
It's funny you say that, though. I just saw, those like Twitter accounts that do like message boards, and it was a Kentucky fan who was like, maybe tonight's not so bad if we lose, and it was like breaking Cal gets fired. So I don't know, maybe some Kentucky fans are.
I was scrolling through YouTube TV just now to put it up on my phone. Thought I was watching the men's game, but no, it's just Arizona's big. They zoomed in on her face.
Cut. No, I was watching the McNeese State game, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Playing in the March Madness. They're playing Gonzaga tonight. Down by Who, me?
Yeah. What did you just look at?
My phone's down there.
Oh.
No, but I think the only time, like we all said earlier, it's the only time we really watch basketball, the NBA Finals, March Madness. But, like, there's something about March Madness. You take, these teams that come from nowhere you never heard of, and they go out and they shock the world, Sweet 16s, Final Fours. It's just crazy that, there's so much talent across the board in the basketball world.
It's kind of like basketball is a lot different from football. It's like anybody can get beat on a given night. If you're hot, making shots. I mean, it's like in no world would Oakland beat Kentucky in football, but they're on the range of beating them in basketball, which they're a power.
I don't know. You almost wanted their coach, so.
The Mark Stoops here, former Texas A&M head coach Mark Stoops.
We didn't want him, obviously. The fans.
Yeah, you did.
Do y'all remember when Troy beat LSU on homecoming?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That was about 10 years ago.
I was thinking maybe we go around and give our Final Fours that we kind of predicted. And
Spoon doesn't have a bracket.
Well,
I can predict the Final Four. I'll just go last.
Yeah.
All right, Cole, start us off.
So the one I picked, North Carolina, Auburn, Kentucky, and Purdue. I wish I'd have put a little upset in there, but I'm rolling with North Carolina to win it. Auburn, they're really good, won the SEC championship. Kentucky, like Trey was saying, they can score the ball with anybody. They're a little inconsistent at times on the defensive end, but, I mean, they can beat anybody. And Purdue, I know they have – what's his name? Forgot his name.
Zach Edey.
Yeah, and he's pretty damn good. So
it's interesting. Auburn's a good team, and they win the SEC championship, win the SEC tournament, and they're a 4 seed, and Kentucky's a 3 seed over them.
Yeah, I mean, the overall season, Kentucky had a lot better.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
But, yeah, Bruce Pearl, they always kind of turn it on in March, so that's what I'm rocking with them. I like Bruce Pearl.
So I got UConn over North Carolina. I got Houston over Purdue.
So you got 3 1 seeds? Okay.
Pretty much.
Wish you the best of luck. I have no 1 seeds.
The way I look at it, 1, I don't watch enough basketball. 2, I know UConn's good. I know Houston's good. I know Purdue's good. North Carolina's always good. So, something's going to hit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'll probably root for Houston, but I feel like too many people were picking them, and
I think I took tonight. My buddy did a little bet for some lollipops, and I got
lollipops. Was it suckers?
Yeah, I got Drake -1. I got Kansas -7.5 tonight.
Jawbreakers.
Huh?
How many jawbreakers do you have on that one?
Total I have 86.
Shout out Ed and Eddie.
That was my shit.
Yeah, double D.
David, let's hear it. What's the bracket looking like?
I got Iowa State beating UConn in the Elite Eight. I've got Baylor beating Alabama. I've got Oregon beating Gonzaga. And I have Duke beating North Carolina State. So I've got number 2 seed Iowa State, number 3 seed Baylor, number 11 seed Oregon, and number 4 seed Duke. So, and Oregon looked good today. One guy dropped 40, and their center dropped 25. Yeah. So I think that's a hot pick right now, but we'll see.
Hey, is Rutgers in the tournament?
Is who?
Rutgers.
Rutgers, no.
I don't think so, no.
Oh.
I don't even know if they made the NIT.
But is Baylor
12 heavy, David. I'm just saying.
Yeah, is Baylor pretty good though? I don't think I've watched one Baylor game.
Baylor's a good team. They're well coached by Scott Drew, and
yeah, I know they're usually pretty good. I just haven't watched them this year.
I tend to favor the Big 12.
The committee had them as a 9 seed, and Iowa State as the 8 seed.
Cole, are y'all playing Mississippi State tonight in baseball?
Yeah, I didn't know they started tonight till like an hour ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, what do you got? What do you like?
For me, I think whoever let's see. the Sweet 16 matchup between UConn and Auburn, they make it to the Final Four. Then I've got Arizona coming out of the other one. And then out of the South, I lean more Kentucky than Houston because I like a scoring team. They're a lot more fun to watch than a super defensive team. And then I just don't trust Tennessee or don't trust Purdue to actually do anything. And I'm going to take Tennessee.
Agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I had TCU beating Purdue in the next round.
Yeah. Zach Edey is going to find a way to be mediocre in a basketball game. He's going to panic when he gets a double team. And, they literally lost to a team that was too small last year. Granted, they're a completely different team, but they play the same style. And so I just don't trust Purdue. I don't
trust Purdue either. I mean, we played them a couple years ago, and I mean, we weren't that good and almost beat them. But then last year, they lose to Fairleigh Dickinson.
That's right. Yeah.
Which was it was shocking to me that there were still perfect brackets after that game. There were like 4.
Yeah,
I think I saw.
It's got to be people who fill out how many can you do on ESPN? Like 20
or 25, I think. I only do 1.
2 hours ago, there was only 2.43% perfect brackets remaining. So it's already just fucked.
Yeah, and Duquesne
what do you think it takes? When's the last time it's been done? Has it ever been done?
Never.
No. There's one guy
that offers $1 billion for it. It's not going to happen.
At least not on ESPN stuff. It hadn't happened before.
ESPN had an article. There was one guy who got the first 48 or 49 games right, and then the NCAA called him, and Buick flew him out to. He was a big Michigan fan, so Buick flew him out to LA to watch the game and everything. It was the year that Tech played Virginia for the national title.
How has it not happened yet? Where someone just does an ungodly amount of situations of wins and losses.
You have I don't know what the math is. I mean, it's 64 to whatever exponent that is for the amount of outcomes. It's got to be.
It's 1 in 9.2 quintillion. I saw it today.
Oh God.
No, I was off by 14 digits.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So
it's statistically an impossibility.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, it's possible, but it's an anomaly, I should say.
It's like Jalen.
There's just so many fucking people that do it. I didn't think.
It's like what?
Like Jalen.
So many people.
Being
it's like Jalen at the what?
Breaking par.
Well, since you touched on that, me, Abney, and Griff will do something dangerous this weekend.
No, you won't.
We're gonna do something cool this weekend.
Drink too much Fireball and drive a vehicle.
That's about it.
On the golf course.
That's not happening.
Because you're drunk driving with a golf cart.
We're playing on Sunday, pods.
What time do we tee off?
1. 1 o'clock.
Yeah, my partner gonna be asleep on the first tee box, and then I'm having Andy over there dripping sweat in his palms.
Oh, Adam's gonna be pissed.
I got 2 head cases playing with me.
It's true. That's why if I drink enough beer, then I start playing better.
Yeah, the joints start becoming less doubled.
If you Chase and
they become more doubled.
If you Chase and Haney don't win or do something really cool, that's bad. That's a squad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody can get down the fairway deep. I
mean, not Haney, but
you got 3 putters that can, you can give a look for them too.
We have 2.5 putters with feet putting.
Yeah.
My job is to hit it a long ways and hit it close. And then Haney make the putts and Chase drive us around.
That's it? Chase does nothing?
No, Chase will contribute.
And
you know what they say?
I don't know, man.
How many groups are there in the tournament?
We have 40 teams right now.
How many?
I think there's 40. So it's tricky, kid.
Nice.
What do you say? How do you say it?
Hey, Pod.
Nah, Bob, we got about 40 teams, Bob. We made some money, baby. We made that money.
Can you
Rolling that money.
Real quick, Kentucky's down 2 with 4 minutes left.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
should-
What do y'all
We
think
should-
about Shohei Ohtani?
Dude,
So what exactly happened? Can somebody lay the groundwork for me?
Yeah.
I'm not real informed on this.
So basically, hey, can y'all just calm down?
He's probably gonna bring it back, Trey.
She probably will. Just wait.
That's very unprofessional.
Yeah, all right. At least she doesn't squeak it.
Sorry, Carrie can cut it out.
Damn it. So basically, Shohei Ohtani, his interpreter has been fired. And the story goes is he was fired because of his gambling debts. And Shohei Ohtani has been linked to some bookmakers in California. The total of the gambling debts are rumored to be about $4.5 million, which puts Ohtani in the hole for $2.5 million because he only makes $2 million a year on a $700 million contract for the next 10 years. But the big thing is the timeline. If you read the story top to bottom, you'll see that initially what happened was this bookmaker's under federal investigation, and wires directly out of Shohei Ohtani's account are going to this bookmaker in the sums of like $500,000 a piece.
So he's just paying off his friend's debt, it sounds like, or it looks
So,
like.
so almost. The interpreter says, yes, Shohei is doing me a favor and paying off my gambling debts.
That's still illegal, isn't it?
I'll defer to the lawyer.
I'm not real sure, honest. I know it's legal for Shohei to bet on games, obviously, but if he has
But I
no
thought-
link with his interpreter and he's paying it off, it could be different. I don't know that right.
Yeah, supposedly. So it's the thing is like so it's come out. They didn't bet on any baseball games. There was a bunch of like international soccer is what the majority of it was, and so like the timeline is so weird because they discover it. The interpreter sits down and does an interview saying, oh yeah, he's covering my bets, and now he's referring to like the story is not coming out, the interview's not coming out, they're not making any comments about it. So now it seems like, oh, Shohei Ohtani has just been racking up gambling debts all over the place because no one's going to give Shohei Ohtani's interpreter $4.5 million in credit anywhere. So unless it's Shohei Ohtani,
So they were betting on professional soccer and not baseball?
No, there was no baseball gamble on.
I thought it was saying that the interpreter was stealing from Ohtani.
So
That's
that's what they drummed up.
All right, you're gonna have to get that damn toy
Yeah,
and put it somewhere.
Golly.
God,
I'm sweating this Kentucky game right now.
I can't even watch it because my.
So
Yeah, I thought it was so. It came out that it wasn't that he was stealing from Ohtani's account. That Ohtani was actually.
no, he said it was because he's covering his gambling debts. But he's
Without Ohtani
he's
knowing.
ran back. Now they're saying that he stole from him. So and that was what's very weird. So it just the whole timeline doesn't make sense. They're running back on a bunch of stuff. They're saying no to what they did say, and then saying yes to some things they didn't say. And so it's just like it makes it seem like Shohei Ohtani is gambling his ass off, and he's a terrible gambler.
He's too nice of a guy to be a gambler.
There was the whole thing about his free agency where he was trying to keep it under wraps, and people didn't know. Oh, out of respect for the whole process and everybody having an equal chance, he's trying to keep it under wraps, or he's just a giant diva and kind of an asshole.
He can't be that person.
I mean, we don't know what he's saying. I mean,
I don't know the guy.
Exactly. That was the whole meme floating around. They could have been in an interview. Shohei sitting down and going, "This, MFer stealing all of my money to pay his gambling debts." And
he just translated to something.
And he's like, yeah, Garrett Cole's fastball was really on tonight. I couldn't stay on top of it. And so bullshit like that. You just don't know. I mean, that's a wild position to be in as far as an interpreter. You just be like, yeah, you know, the guy could be MFing you and saying, you know, your mom's a hoe. And he's like, yeah, you know, coach, I just really didn't see that one. And, you know, sorry, I'll be better next time.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, is it like a police investigation or like what is the league
the
going to do?
bookmakers are under investigation.
They're under federal investigation.
Yes. So you can't sports betting is illegal in California. It is legal, however, if you charge the money up front, you just can't run it on credit, which is what they were doing. So like say if me and you make $100 bet, you pay me $100 and then I turn around and give you 200 when you win or whatever it is, that's fine. But I'm not sitting here
do like
a $100 bet on this and I come and collect it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You can't text me and say I want 100 lollipops, and then we put the bet in, and then
allegedly I
settle up on, you know, Zelle 2 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about so you think is he gonna get the Pete Rose treatment?
No.
They're gonna sweep this shit under the rug so fast.
Shohei makes so much money for the MLB.
Why's that?
He's the golden boy.
Why's
That's
that?
so much international money.
Have you not seen the baseball culture in Japan?
Yeah, it's
I mean, look at what Ichiro did. He's much bigger than Ichiro.
Yeah, way bigger. Ichiro had 3,000 hits before he showed up to the U.S. Like Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani could be the greatest baseball player we've ever seen.
No. Have you never watched? No, there's no.
Has he played in a playoff game yet?
Jaylen's gonna say Babe Ruth.
He's played for the Angels.
No, I was not going to say Babe Ruth.
You're gonna say Babe Ruth.
No, I was not.
Maggio, Mickey Mantle.
You'll probably say some stupid shit like somebody from Lufkin, like, you haven't seen Chris Silbach.
Have you seen?
You hadn't seen Brandon Belt play. Shut up. No, he could. There's no one that has done this. I mean, Babe Ruth did it back in the, you know,
Bryce Harper,
but he only pitched for like 2 years.
Soto.
Those guys aren't gonna. No, those guys will never be in contention.
What's the guy's name in Atlanta?
I mean, I guess
What's the guy's name in Atlanta? What's
Freddie Freeman, who got traded to the Dodgers.
The freaking
Their center fielder.
Acuna.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, he's not going to be one of the greatest of all time.
The only reason he's stealing bases like that is because of the pickoff rule, and he was still like 30 short. Okay, first of all, he's good because he steals bases and hits home runs.
Yadier Molina.
You look at
best player ever playing in the MLB right there. Care what you say.
Like just because you played catcher once in like 7th grade doesn't make you an aficionado on everything.
Yadier Molina was on my wall.
Dude, shut up. Pudge is way better.
No.
There's like, yes.
Not better.
I mean, the greatest baseball player I've ever seen. I mean, and he won't be publicly acknowledged for it was Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds is the most feared hitter of all time.
Dude, honestly, the best one I've ever seen in person is Josh Hamilton. He just liked drugs.
2011, Josh Hamilton. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. He was the last person to hit over 350 in a year. He could steal bases at running around at like 225. Granted, he was basically like Shohei Ohtani just from the left side and didn't pitch. Same power, same speed, and defensively probably not as good, but it's like Josh Hamilton was incredible. But no, Shohei undoubtedly could go down as the best baseball player of all time.
I'm not going to agree with that.
How old is he? 25?
He's 29.
29. So he's got another 7 or 8 years left.
2 MVPs. He's not pitching this year because he got TJ, so he'll start pitching again next year. But he's going to bat all year DH. And I mean, think about it. Like, Cole, you're an Astros fan. Imagine if Yordan Alvarez could throw 99 left side.
Yeah, I mean, he's not better than Yordan. Not yet.
Oakland's up 4 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
There's a reason he won the MVP and Yordan didn't. They're in the same league.
Yeah, and he was on a sub 500 club. He needs to do this shit in the fucking World Series before we start crowning him.
Can't help the fact that the Angels are a poverty franchise.
He can be one of the greats, but I don't know about best all time just yet. What if he just chose?
Speaking of the Angels, Mike Trout.
It's like
Where's
saying
Mike Trout?
Mahomes is better than Brady right now.
Mahomes has 3
It's
Super Bowls.
it's literally not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying he could go down as one of the best baseball players we've ever seen.
Yeah, he could.
He could, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, he's about to get taken out by this gambling. He's about to get taken out by his gambling addiction.
He puts together like
I'm not a Shohei fan.
The last 4 seasons he has 2 MVPs, and he says say he plays another 10 years and wins another what? The odds are 5 MVPs. He's tied Barry Bonds, but he also pitches.
How many Cy Youngs would he need?
He has 7 MVPs.
So he'll have 7. Hypothetically, he'll have 7.
It ain't looking too good after this gambling shit just came out. So we don't know what's
just gambling. So we'll never hear about the guy again. He's done.
Let's go back to Japan.
Yeah, you can't. He can stay in America. He's a U.S. citizen.
Cole wants to go back to like 1941 and put on the Japanese in his
Yeah.
Put on what? He ain't better than King Griffey Jr. That was my guy.
King Griffey Jr. Yeah.
You were like
that was my
7 years
player.
old when he was playing for the Reds.
That was my guy.
I mostly remember Cincinnati Reds King Griffey Jr.
Yeah, we weren't old enough to know him on the Mariners.
Yeah, that was like the late 90s.
Yeah,
I have better memory than you.
I think he's like the second highest paid player on the Reds this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
King Griffey.
Griffey
He paid like $4.5 million this year.
He's still getting paid?
What's the one guy that played for the Mets?
Huh?
The guy that played for the Mets.
Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah.
Bobby Bonilla Day. Every July 1st, I think, or June 1st, one or the other.
Yeah, he's making some coin.
Yeah,
he deferred. I think he deferred like I think it's like $5 million and turned it into 25. So
that guy's not complaining about how high his insurance is. I promise you.
No, definitely not.
He's not.
That ties it all back to Shohei. Shohei signed a $700 million contract for 10 years. You know how much money he's actually going to receive at the end of the 10 years?
What?
$20 million. He's deferred $68 million a year. He deferred $680 million of the $700.
Why?
So they can put
tax
it
purposes
in the next 10 years.
Pause. I know they say there's not an I in team, but you give me $68 million to come throw a baseball around, we'll figure it out. And
no one will pay you 68 cents to throw a baseball around.
You'd be surprised what I can do still.
You're like a right-handed CC Sabathia out there.
I can move. I can move.
About the only thing similar is their build.
I'm
more of an athlete than CC was. You don't remember how I used to move around. I used to get around. We used to run that track, run the straightaways, walk the curves. I was a bad man.
That was like middle school. Again,
I ran a little bit in high school. We had to run a little bit.
Yeah, to the lunch line.
My mom packed my lunch, bitch. I didn't have to get in line. Hey, let's move over to the golf world. So I know we were driving home. I think Cole was asleep, but no, we'd already dropped Cole off.
Yeah, the finish of the players.
Yeah, we were listening to Bob Does Sports when Cole was with us, but me and Trey finished the players on Highway 59. And we got to watch Scottie make history. He went back to back.
Yep. First time ever.
It was it was he was hurt, wasn't he?
Yeah, he tweaked his neck or something.
Yeah. I mean, there was a clip of him that went around golf Twitter where he was getting worked on by a chiropractor on, like, I don't know what hole it was on the first day. Just sitting down on a lawn chair and he's stretching out his neck. But I mean, find around 64 to walk away with it and make another $4.5 million.
Now, you remember that putt? Who was that? Yeah.
That was filthy. It was dirty. I mean, so we didn't see it in the truck. The clips came out later. So he stepped it and then pumped it and then never got to follow through with it because it lipped out. It was just brutal. It was
that was to go to playoff hole, right?
Yeah, it was just to go to a playoff.
Yeah.
All we're worried about this weekend's that circle, baby. Get in the circle.
I don't know if they'll have a circle, but they
Have
have
a circle.
They should.
Yeah.
But 40
Right.
teams playing, they're going to have a circle.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
If y'all
Man.
shoot 64 like he did on Sunday,
If we shoot 60 anything, we are partying. And I'm off the next day for dog days.
you should not party.
Why? We're going to party regardless. We can shoot 120. We're still going to have a great time.
If y'all three shoot 69 together, it's a disgrace.
So what do you think y'all are going to shoot?
Y'all probably shoot about 63, 62. Or lower. What do you think?
Vince and I have shot 10 by ourselves in a 2-man, and then we get to add Haney into it. I think if the closer you get to 18, the more chances you are to win. I mean, I think if you shoot 18 or 19, you win.
20 should be easy for us.
20 under par. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you, Chase, Haney.
Oh shit!
The
At least a 61 or 60.
He just hit a grand slam. Hell yeah!
What?
Kentucky's going down.
If you set the over under at 61, I'll take you for whatever you want.
Damn, Kentucky really lost.
I'm seeing 4 seconds left. They're down 3.
Yeah, every bracket's fucked now.
Kentucky timeout, so I guess they can inbound the ball with a chance to tie it.
What about Tiger and the Masters talk?
Tiger what?
Oh my God! I saw something earlier about Master talks about Tiger. He's gonna try to play.
I think he's gonna play in the Masters.
He's always going to try and play.
Oh my god!
You think he's healthy enough?
No, but he's going to bear through.
Bro, that dude is cold.
It's the Masters. He'll always play in the Masters.
Yeah.
Until he physically can't anymore.
You think he has any chance of doing anything?
No.
Well, I mean, his legs. I mean, once he is it backs or his legs now, right?
It's everything now. I mean, his leg obviously is a problem.
If he can make the walk, he'll play it.
I love Tiger, but yeah, it's like what, the second or third day. I mean, you can just tell he's struggling.
I saw him at the PGA in 22
tough to watch, to be honest.
at Southern Hills, and it got cold on Saturday. He was not looking good, not moving well, not swinging well. He just
you know why, right?
Probably the cold.
No, he had screws poking through his ankle. The screws had poked through the skin. Yeah, because Jason Day played with him that day. And he was like, yeah, no, the only reason that, obviously Tiger looked bad walking around, but he had the literal screws poke through his skin and his ankle.
You know what I think his problem is? He needs to come see Sam Fedone and work on his triangle. Because he's breaking the fucking triangle.
What do triangles make?
I don't know.
Circles.
Yeah. He needs to come see Sam Fedone for a couple days. And
he needs a lesson from VJ right there.
Well,
VJ won the Masters.
I have been working with an ex-pro for a couple weeks, and he has did tremendous.
Jalen, when are you leaving for the Masters? I'm sorry, VJ, when are you leaving for the Masters?
So I fly in 2 days before. I'm gonna stay in Atlanta for a little bit and party, and then I'm just gonna show up. I'm not gonna play a practice round. My caddy's gonna walk the course for me.
Walk straight to the first tee.
I'm gonna go straight to the first tee, and
with your deer antler spray.
I'm gonna order a transfusion, and I'm gonna put a Zen in. I'm gonna walk up there, and I'm gonna pull my shirt up. I'm gonna say,
and they're gonna say, "Welcome to the Senior Masters."
And I'm just gonna pop it right down the middle, do a little flip, a little twirl, club twirl, and then I'm gonna get on my cart because I'm not walking. We're gonna pull up to my ball. Our caddy's gonna shoot it, and we're gonna go make birdie.
You're like Casey Martin that year that he sued for a golf cart.
Yeah.
John Daly gets a golf cart.
Yeah.
Who?
John Daly. I saw him at the PGA 2 years ago with his Arkansas Razorback pants on, smoking cigs and drinking Diet Coke, and just on his cart.
Why does he get a golf cart?
Because he can't walk anymore.
So Tiger can't get a golf cart.
Tiger won't take a guard.
Tiger's ego will keep him from taking a cart.
So hold on.
Exactly.
So if this guy goes out and beats me, and I've walked all these holes, and he's been riding a cart, there's no penalty for that.
No.
I didn't know you could do that.
Jalen, you can't beat anybody, so you don't have to worry about that.
I bet you I can beat Bob
Bob.
or Cold Cuts.
No, you couldn't.
Two man, me versus
you. Hit balls.
Two man, me and you versus Bob and Cold Cuts. Do we win?
Kentucky just lost.
Yes, yeah, Kentucky did just lose.
That's not the worst thing for me.
So,
Live from the Pines had it first.
So.
Calipari is gone. No, I'm just playing.
This definitely. I mean,
sources say. No, I'm just playing.
Didn't they lose in the first round last year?
It was. I think it was second, right? Second
was
round.
Was it the Sunday?
Give me a second.
Who did Kentucky? Did Kentucky?
Well, there goes my one of my picks for the Final Four.
You had Kentucky.
Yeah, I just didn't trust Houston enough to score enough.
I don't trust Houston. That's why I got Duke taking them down. But I mean, I don't think
Kyle Filipowski, right? Trip somebody and then
They
complain
lost,
from the
they
court.
lost in the second round to Kansas State, 75-69 last year.
Big 12. My last year, I can claim the Big 12. So I'm
Wait,
betting the Big 12.
Is it Oakland or Long Beach State that the coach got fired?
Oakland's on
Long Beach State, I think.
Long Beach State, okay.
Yeah, I got fired before the conference tournament, then won the conference tournament.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch that BYU game though earlier?
yeah.
No, I didn't get to watch it.
Cue up
I watched
that kid from I don't know, the Battle of the Bahamas or whatever that is.
Yeah. What the
Shut
freak?
the F up.
F up.
God.
Yeah. I was watching a clip of it though. I saw that it was kind of cool storyline that their coach, how you pronounce their name? How you say it? DQ? No, the team that beat BYU.
Oh,
Duquette.
It's the LeBron James high school coach. Is their head coach. So that was pretty cool.
he gave them all brand new shoes before the game.
Yeah, that was their first win since 1969.
Shit, that's Oakland's first win in program history.
Yeah, that's why March Madness is the best.
Their 14th Power 5 win, but the first in the tournament. Did y'all see that? So NC State, you know how they had to run to the conference tournament, ended up winning the ACC.
Yeah.
So the coach is in a contract year, but he had a clause in the contract that said if they ever win the conference tournament in a contract year, he automatically gets a 2-year extension.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Was he on the hot seat?
Well, he was in a contract year, so I mean,
nice.
it was up after this year, and they turn around and win it. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
I got them making a run to the Elite Eight, losing to Duke. But I mean, if you beat North Carolina, that's kind of what I was going off of. You beat North Carolina, you're a good team.
yeah. I mean,
So you think since Houston's such a defensive team and not really a scoring team that they don't stand a chance against Duke?
I'm not saying they don't score. They have the capability to score, but
Houston has the potential to stall for long periods of time.
They can beat anybody, but they can also lose to a lot of people if they can't.
Yeah.
If they can't defend at the level that they need to when they're not really hitting shots.
It kind of seems like feast or famine for them. It's either we're gonna put
if they go up to a team that's
drag out the game and beat you 66-50, or even 45, or we're gonna get kind of like boat raced in the Iowa State game. That's another really good defensive team that they're gonna get beat 65-32.
Iowa State's they're a streaky team right now.
I like them a lot. They've been hot in the Big 12 all year, and that's why I got them in the Final Four.
They've held their own all year. I think they've been pretty good. Texas got them a first-round win. That's pretty big.
Yeah, an awful game, albeit a win. We did beat Colorado State, but I don't have a lot of stock of us beating presumably Tennessee the next round.
Yeah.
But I do have St. Peter's plus 22.5, so hopefully there's a win-win.
Rick Barnes in March is not the best.
He's not, Cole. You're right. I watched it all my life, and I watched Shaka all my life, and they were never good in March. I also, on that note, I have Marquette losing to Florida.
There you go. Hey, let's run through it. So, Jalen, just pick a team, and then we got to see which team makes it furthest.
Because Shaka will show.
Texas has got Texas. David's got Texas. I've got Florida. I mean,
Well, we pick like our favorite teams, or like
pick somebody higher than a 6 seed because we're all higher than a 6 seed.
Well, I can't.
I already have Oregon in the Final Four and 11
No,
seed.
you're running with Texas. Cole's got. I'm looking at David on the screen talking.
I'm looking.
Cole's got A&M.
Okay, that's not okay.
That's what I'm saying. No, everybody's got like each
Oh,
team
below a 6 seed.
except for Jalen because South Lake Carroll doesn't play in the NCAA.
Let's see.
Michigan
State.
Okay.
I got them beat North
The
Carolina.
winner gets a drink from everybody.
The winner gets.
So other than that, I mean, act like we didn't just see Oakland win. I mean, what's y'all's kind of Cinderella pick for this year?
James Madison.
Think JMU?
Yeah.
Oakland. You beat Kentucky in the first round. You ready to play some basketball?
Yeah.
Like I said, I got Oregon already, but if I had to pick another one, I'm not going to say NC State because we just talked about them. I would say maybe Michigan State's a good one. Let me look it up real quick.
I mean, can you ever consider Michigan State as a Cinderella
Yeah,
story?
they got fucking Tom Izzo as their coach. They can't do it.
You know he's always going to perform in March.
What do you say, Trey? We'll come back.
I could see maybe Dayton because they average like 81 or 84 points a game. I think if they get real hot, then maybe they could make a run and beat Arizona. And then
what about Creighton?
I've never bought stock in Creighton.
They finished top 10 in the country. Like they're, Dougie Bucket's dad's got, Creighton rolling right now.
They're usually a pretty good program.
One shooting teams in the country.
It seems like they're always out of it by the second weekend.
First round of the NIT.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't have Jay Wright anymore.
Yeah. So as we
there's a lot of teams that traditionally were powerhouses that just aren't really that relevant anymore. Like Villanova, Syracuse, Georgetown.
Speaking of NIT though, I forgot his name, some former coach, and he was going off. Because apparently there's a lot of teams that are turning down the NIT now.
It was the Indiana coach, and that's the other team that hasn't been good. But yeah, he was
making a lot of good points. He's like, you got a lot of players that this is going to be their last time to play college ball.
And it's funny you mentioned that because he was going off on the OU coach because I think objectively they got snubbed, but he was going off on them for not accepting the NIT. And then like years ago, he said they didn't want to play the NIT because they didn't want to not disgrace, but lower the integrity of playing the NIT at the Indiana Fieldhouse. So it's very hypocritical of him. But
yeah, I didn't know that. But I think it's stupid that there are a lot of people turning it down.
I don't know. It's reps. I mean, it's like turning down a bowl game.
Yeah. Go prove that you should have made it.
The same thing kind of in the college football side of things. Kirby Smart talking about kids that opt out of their senior year.
Of college?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that and the bowl games.
They just sit out.
Nothing pisses me off more than that.
Well, Kirby was like,
I get it.
To go to the draft, or they
once they commit sitting out their senior year, he's like, I don't even want them on my team.
Well, watch the Caleb Williams play in the Holiday Bowl or the Alamo Bowl.
No. I'm saying you got some kids that opt out that really could, use that game. That could be their chance to blow, and they sit out and they go be a third or fourth, fifth round pick, and they had a chance to go play a bowl game and maybe do something big right there at the end.
Yeah,
I did see some yesterday where it was like Caleb Williams intentionally sat out of the Holiday Bowl so the backup could get his reps in and go ball out instead of because there's a transfer frenzy coming into USC with him gone.
Yeah.
So they wanted him to ball out, then he did. So now nobody came in. So respect for him for that. But I still hate Caleb Williams.
Jaden Daniels saying I'm not gonna perform or do any of the drills at the combine because I want scouts to actually come to the LSU pro day. You're having a pro day at LSU. Everybody's
up. Did you see Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't do a combine or a pro day?
they seen everything they need to see on those last 2 years of film. I like that. He said, I ain't got nothing else to show y'all. What else can I show you?
Yeah, he just needs to fall all the way to that 23 pick.
I mean, you take out quarterbacks. I don't think there's an argument for who's coming off the board first.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Some offensive lineman from Iowa or Notre Dame or Wisconsin or somewhere that nobody's ever heard
It'll
of.
be Marvin Harrison for sure.
I bet Jalen's pinky that Caleb Williams goes first.
Well, my pinky. I need my pinky for work.
No, we need to make a
using
bet
mine.
who goes first, Drake May or Jaden Daniels after Caleb Williams. That's
Jaden Daniels.
I think Jaden Daniels goes.
I would take Jaden.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
mobility in the pocket, the game has shifted from a pure pocket passer
Think about
to
the
more of a
last ACC quarterback that got drafted high. He wasn't really that great in college.
with Philip Rivers.
I mean, people were throwing that around with CJ, talking about all the Ohio State quarterbacks.
Shut up. CJ, like played for national titles. Like, what are we talking about? Like, no. Drake May piddled around for 3.5 years over at North Carolina, just like Daniel Jones did at Duke. And look at how good he turned out. He's got one of the worst contracts in football, and he's a terrible, terrible quarterback.
He's a great contract if you ask him.
I would pick Drake May over Jaden Daniels probably.
Because he's taller, just a bigger guy. Well, Jaden Daniels is a pretty big guy, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I like Jaden Daniels, but I don't see him as like a – I would see Michael Penix as a better – his age wasn't a deal.
Pro quarterback, but a lot of injuries, though.
Michael Penix better than Jaden Daniels?
In the pros?
As a passer, I think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as the way the game's evolving, like you said earlier, you know, Michael Penix, he can
be this year in the NFL.
What'd you say?
Who won the MVP this year in the NFL?
Lamar.
Oh, okay.
I'm interested to see if Bo. I mean, I think Bo Nix will go off. I think it'll be Caleb Williams, then I would say Daniels, then May, and then it should be Nix, Penix, then McCarthy. But there's all this JJ McCarthy hype, and it makes me so mad.
I know we know you hate JJ McCarthy. We know you cannot stand that guy. He did nothing wrong to you.
No, he didn't. I just don't think he's a better quarterback than Penix, Nix, May, Daniels, or Williams.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't.
I think most people would agree with me on that.
No, I agree.
He was a handoff merchant. He was really good. He's really good in college, but I don't think he's if you put him on Washington, I don't think he's taking him where Penix took him.
Totally agree.
So as we come to wrapping this episode up, I got a question for you four guys.
What's that?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Where you come out of the closet.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You're in the vehicle with a designated driver. You got 4 options. What's your favorite fast food to have at that time of the night when you've had a long day?
4?
Your top 4 fast foods. Spoon, I'll let you go first. I know it's not going to take you long.
So we're Mount Rushmoreing fast food?
Yeah.
Midnight fast food?
It's first night of the Outlaw.
So by 1-1, undoubtedly, number 1, the best, and forever will be Taco Bell.
Okay. I don't know. You're just asking to wake up sick. What's number 2?
Shit.
You go. Let's just go around the horn.
I'm just gonna go ahead and name my 4. It's gonna be simple.
I'm gonna take all 4 of them. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna take one of them because you threw this segment at us. So shut up.
What? McDonald's.
You say McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Oh.
Crown Colony location. Double cheese, meat, cheese, mayo.
You take a designated driver to the McDonald's location a lot?
Yeah.
You need a designated driver to make it to the Crown McDonald's.
I've seen some crazy stories happen in the compound. What do you got?
Compound.
You get a little longer.
Well, my favorite place in Austin coming up from 6th Street at 2 a.m. was Robolo's Pizza. It's these little pizza trucks down 6th Street, and it's the best. It's a greasy, good-ass pizza, so that would be my favorite and most nostalgic one. I know we don't have that in Lufkin, but that's my number 1.
What do you got, Cole?
Yeah, mine's the Whataburger. I mean, I feel like everybody loves that. Good old trusty Whataburger.
That's
24 hours.
What are you getting for Whataburger?
Double Whataburger all the way. Grilled onions.
No cheese.
Damn.
Cheeseburger, yeah. If I'm feeling it, if I'm really feeling that.
No
But,
large fry.
Yeah, give me that.
Yeah, fry or a patty melt. It's either a Whataburger or a patty melt.
Yeah.
What else you got, Spoon?
Yeah, we're only doing one. That's stupid. You can't.
McDouble.
There's only so many.
No, it's not.
You started naming chains. You're like, I'm going to go McDouble, McChicken,
McDonald's.
patty melt,
Hey, listen. McDonald's,
tacos.
Whataburger. You can't forget this. Raising Cane stays open to 1 a.m.
Yeah.
You gotta go see Raising Cane sometimes. Quick, easy.
Hey, you want some chicken today?
No, nothing's better when you get home and you have something to warm up. You just make a little mess.
If it's an earlier night, Chick-fil-A is a great move.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is number one fast food. In my book.
Like
Hey.
if you're day drinking on a Sunday and you're calling it at like 7, go get some.
Well,
Sunday, never mind.
Sunday is never. It's not open.
On a day drinking Saturday in the fall
But
when your
Chick-fil-A
team
train
plays
had
11 a.m. Huh?
Someone the other day said that Chewy's was the Chick-fil-A of Tex-Mex. And I was like, yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chain, you know what you're going to get. You get there at happy hour, you get the free queso.
Is it free queso at happy hour?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be ordering McDoubles. You're like, nah, Pots, you gotta get a double cheeseburger. It's an extra piece of cheese. Like,
Yeah.
who the hell knows that?
That's why it's called a double cheeseburger.
Well, yeah, but I thought a McDouble was the same thing.
Makes all the difference in the world.
It does make a huge difference. That fake cheese is some of the best cheese.
Somebody give me a cheeseburger and a Diet Coke.
Is it Chewy's that has
Now,
Is it Chewy's that has the creamy jalapeno dip? Is that Chewy's or is that Gringo's?
That's
Chewy's.
Yeah, I can eat them.
Yeah, I'll need about 10 Pepsi after I leave there. Hey, tell the McDonald's story.
You have to eat a Pepsi drinking water.
Getting old, Pods.
You motherfucker. Yeah.
Tell the McDonald's story.
Oh, dude, with a designated driver.
We told one in Dallas, one in Lufkin.
Which one you want first?
I think he wants McDonald's right now, honestly.
Go for it.
We come back. This is with the designated driver. We're in Dallas. We come back with Jalen staying at Haley and I's apartment, and he's like, "Man, I'm hungry." So what does he do? DoorDash and McDonald's. I go, "What are you getting?" He goes, "Don't worry about it." And he checks out and he looks at me and goes, "I just spent like $40 on DoorDash and McDonald's."
It was 60. It was 60.
It was, oh God. It was probably 3 o'clock in the morning. No, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. This lady, we didn't get our food till 3. 2:30 comes around and this lady's blowing up Jalen's phone. I hear buzzing. I just come out of the shower. I look on the couch. Jalen's drooling on himself, cuddling up with our dog on the couch. I'm like, oh. I answer the phone, and she's like, "Hey, I'm outside the building." I'm like, "All right, sounds good. Let me walk out there." Walk out there, not a person to be seen. I was like, "You're not outside my building." She's like, "I definitely am. I'm right here. I can't see you. You need to walk outside." I'm like, "I'm outside. I don't know what you're talking about. We're over here off Congress. Get over here." She's like, "I'm on Congress." I'm like, No, you're not. I'd see you." She's like, "What's the name of your building?" And I'm like, I say it. And she goes, "I'm right in front of him." I'm like, "You're definitely not. I can't see you. You need to come to where I am. The address is not that hard to find." She starts yelling at me. And I'm like, "I don't know what your deal is. You need to bring us our McDonald's." And she looks around, looks up. She goes, "Oh, I'm on the other side of the highway." And I go, Yeah, shut up. And she drives around.
You told her to shut up?
No, I didn't. But I take my old McDonald's with a thank you, come inside, and proceed to eat about $20 of the $60 that Jalen spent as he's drooling on the couch.
I didn't eat none of it.
He didn't get to eat any of it.
I did something like that actually back in September when I was in Tuscaloosa. So for context, for anybody listening, my 3 friends from college picked me up in East Texas in a RV, and we go down I-20 to Tuscaloosa. It's a Thursday night, and we go out. We get back at probably 2 a.m. and we're parked in the McDonald's or the Walmart. We're parked at the Walmart because we had a designated space the Friday and Saturday for the game, for tailgating or whatever, pass you got. And so I ordered probably about $40 worth of McDonald's for everybody, and we all fell asleep and just wasted it.
We did the same. There was one night we left a golf tournament in Dieball, and we got to the window. I think Trey has the video, and
we started. Jalen starts talking to the lady in the drive-thru, and she's like,
"It was a guy, wasn't it?"
It was. I think it was a dude. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, he could have gone either way. He's like, I can't understand. Just pull around. So we pull around. Jalen starts ordering, and he's like, he takes off the headset and hands it to Jalen. So Jalen's in the car with the headset on. He's like, just tap that A button. Tap that A button. Talk. And he taps the A button. He taps the wrong button. Taps the A button. Taps the wrong button. And we order our food. Pull up to the next window. Pay. They hand us 2 big old sacks full. Just here you go. And I put it in my lap. I go, what did we order? Like we were being badasses. We were being badasses that night. We got about 2 double cheeseburgers apiece, and I think we walked away out of there with 9 cheeseburgers, 9 double cheeseburgers. They doubled it up and then threw an extra one on top, and then I think Jalen got a McChicken. We walked away with 10 sandwiches, all because Jalen was ordering it wrong.
How many did y'all eat?
So much food.
How many did y'all eat?
I don't remember.
About half of them.
We put it in.
I remember getting home and I FaceTime Trey. I'm like, they gave us more food actually. It was ridiculous amount of food. And I remember sitting there at the table and I ate a little bit of it. And I just went and took a shower and I got in bed and I woke up the next morning. That morning after you've been drinking and you eat food like super late, your stomach just feels like 400 pounds. And I was just like, oh, what did I eat last night? I got up, take Cayman outside. I walk in the kitchen and there's just McDonald's every freaking way on the table. And I had made I took a sparkling water, poured it on ice in a cup. And I guess I knocked the cup.
There's a lot of good college baseball on this weekend, if anybody's curious.
Yeah.
You stayed at A&M.
Yeah, what's his name? He hit a grand slam, the second home run of the game. Grahovac. Gavin Grahovac, the freshman.
Oh, yeah. Y'all got your hands full with the kid from Mississippi State on Sunday.
The pitcher?
Yeah.
Is it Parker Ford?
The two-way pitcher?
No, he's going to be building rockets.
Parker Ford returning?
He's going to be throwing rockets at the home plate.
He was.
Yeah, we need a series win after taking the L to Florida.
You do. Florida's got LSU this week, which is big. Auburn, Arkansas. That'll be interesting. Arkansas's figuring out a hit. I'm surprised Mississippi State's.
Hey, we lost 2 out of 3 to Washington. They continue to have our number this year.
Yeah, that was bad. Washington's not good.
I mean, I acknowledge when my team is bad. I understand that we're not a good baseball team.
We're gonna fire your coach, you think, after this year?
I hope so. I'm not. I've got some friends from college who have friends on the baseball team or had friends on the baseball team, and nobody's really a big fan of them. I think we're make Omaha, then not make Omaha, then make Omaha. I mean, we're just not. His ceiling is making Omaha. We can hit because we had Troy Tulowitzki, but David Pierce took over the pitching coach position. Woody Williams left, and since then we cannot pitch. If we had pitching, we'd be a great team, but we don't. And
Tulowitzki from the Rockies?
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. Troy Tulo.
If Tulo becomes the head coach, that would be awesome.
Oh, I'd love that.
Where did he go? He go to Stanford or USC or somewhere like that?
He went to Texas.
No, he went to USC, I think. He went to the Pac-12.
He went to go coach in the Pac-12. He went to – that was he was a big asset to Texas baseball,
Yeah, we've been slugging it ever since he's been here. I mean, Ivan Melendez. We had multiple sluggers. I mean, we just
Trey Faltini.
we just always lose to A&M on Tuesday.
Not always. It's just
Oh, sorry, he went to
It's
Morgan
been
State.
pretty often in my recent memory, if I can remember correctly.
Yeah, I hope we make it. I hope we make a go to Omaha and make some noise, but we got a lot.
I think I'll make it to Omaha, honestly. As much as I would hate to see y'all potentially win a World Series, I think y'all are a good team. So
Oklahoma's ranked pretty high.
Oklahoma got to 18.
They
just
swept
lost.
TCU, right?
Yeah, they're undefeated in conference. They lost to DBU on Tuesday. I think
They're
DBU
always good.
16 or they're like 17, 18. They were right next to each other in the rankings. But the biggest thing about the whole rankings thing is Florida State jumped up all the way to like number 12. They weren't even ranked.
But Florida State's undefeated. They're the only undefeated team in the country.
Yeah, they were undefeated before last weekend, and they still weren't ranked.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. They beat Florida, didn't they?
Yeah, in the Tuesday nighter.
Yeah.
Whenever they played.
That's,
college baseball is fun. We're in the middle of college basketball, which is a lot more fun right now.
I also wanted to mention kind of transfer portal news. Caden Proctor kind of showing what's wrong with the transfer portal right now. It's got a lot of good, but in this situation, he transferred from Iowa. He is a native. He is from Iowa. Stays for what? A month? Huh?
He transferred, I think, after DeBoer left.
Yeah.
Or I mean, Saban left. Saban left.
Transferred to Iowa after Saban left and was there for probably a month or two. And apparently, allegedly, pocketed some NIL money. And now he's going back to Bama for spring ball. And
Kirk Ferentz said that he robbed them of their NIL collective and left.
They were pissed. I mean, rightfully so, I guess. But I think it's just going to lead to having contracts or something in college athletes. Is what it's going to come to. Because I mean,
there's going to be a salary cap. I think.
You think so?
I think there's got to be some sort of way to regulate it.
There's going to be some regulation.
The New York Yankees could buy anybody at any time, but they have the luxury tax.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a salary cap
going into last year, like $200 million in luxury taxes.
Yeah, there's not a salary cap in the MLB, but there's a luxury tax. But there's a salary cap in the NFL, and the NBA, and probably the NHL.
That's right. There's going to be some regulation that says, hey.
Well, it has to be. These kids are 17, 18, 19, 20 years old.
Huh?
There has to be. These kids are 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. You can't just pay these guys more money than some of these guys in the NFL are making.
Says who?
That's just – it ain't right.
Free market economy, bud. You can do whatever you want.
The NCAA had all these years to put something together. I mean, they knew it was coming, and they kind of just left it and said, go ahead, free range, whatever happens.
We become non-existent at a certain point, and I don't really know when that is. We'll probably be in our 40s. They're never going to let go, and it's going to be lawsuits for days.
I think they would. I think college football would be self-regulated. I think the NCAA would remain and still govern basketball, baseball, and everything below them.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're going to with all these mega conferences. They're probably just going to make their own league.
It's the same thing like with the streaming services now. Like they were individualized. Now they're bundling up, and next thing you know, we're just going to have the same version of cable but streaming again. It's going to be that you're going to have mega conferences that are going to get divided out regionally, and you're going to be back to the conferences the same way they were. But I think David is right at this point. It's going to be like just the NFL, except for the scales aren't going to be as big on the salary caps and whatnot. But the college football is going to end up self-regulating in itself, and you're going to have salary caps. X is going to be able to make X and whatnot, and
because college football is different. Like ESPN, the playoff just signed a 7-year, $7 billion deal.
Yeah. Oh, the playoffs expanded to 14 teams. We haven't even touched on that.
Yeah.
Which I hadn't seen the exact details with it, but the rumor was that the Big Ten and the SEC got an extra team in automatically.
3 teams, like we were talking about weeks ago. Could there be 3 teams or in the SEC or Big Ten to make the 12-teamer? And I said, remember. I think I said, yeah, that's very possible. With the 14 teams,
Yeah,
it's like almost a certainty now.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
We can talk about that after March Madness concludes. But anything else y'all want to say?
there's a lot of good basketball on. I'm ready to get on the couch, so I'm out.
That sounds good to me.
Sounds like you've been a full time.
Thank everybody for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys later. See you next week.